All right, shifting our focus to some big breaking news that's coming in, and this is in regard with Air India being pulled up and being sought a report from the DGCA. Air India CEO Campbell Wilson and DGCA DG Faiz has been called by Civil Aviation Secretary for a meeting in the Ministry of Civil Aviation office with the submissions of 1 month after the crash. The Air India CEO has to submit a detailed report on check and maintenance of the Boeing and the Airbus after AI-171 crash, and the DGCA have to also now brief the Secretary on what actions and notices have been served to the airlines and what did they follow. The meeting has been called at 7 p.m. today, a big Republic impact after Republic relentlessly reported the AI-171 crash after we flagged many snags that were reported in multiple flights of Air India. It is now the Civil Aviation Ministry that has swung into action, has called Air India and the DGCA officials, asking them about the probe report on how far has the probe reached as far as the time period is concerned. That is nearly 1 month after the AI-171 crash. Harsha is joining me on that top story. Harsha, what are the details of the meeting that will be held at the Ministry of Civil Aviation? Who all have been called and what is the Ministry of Civil Aviation seeking?
So, Tanisha, there's a very important meeting which the Ministry of Civil Aviation has called of the DGCA, DG Faiz and Air India CEO Campbell Wilson. And we have got to know that this is a very important meeting because after AI-171 crash, the Ministry of Civil Aviation wants the DGCA, DG and Air India CEO Campbell Wilson to exactly tell what they have done, what spot checks have been done, what DGCA had issued the notices to Air India, and whether Air India has complied by those notices or not. The entire more than 1 month report will be given by Air India CEO Campbell Wilson and DGCA DG, what actions they have taken to the Ministry of Civil Aviation, and therefore the Secretary Samir Sinha will himself be holding this very important meeting. They both have been called at 7 p.m. late in the evening. The meeting likely will go on till 10 o'clock, but yes, 7 p.m. in the evening is the scheduled time for the meeting. Back to you.
Right, Harsha, thank you very much for getting us those details. This remains as one of our top focus story here on Republic. Relentless campaign by Republic has now forced the Ministry of Civil Aviation to swing into action and seek a report from the DGCA and Air India. With that, it's time for us to have a quick check of the other stories that you're tracking in Bharat in 1 minute.
Bharat 1 Minute brought to you by Canara Bank. Together we can.
Small traders staged a symbolic protest against the Commercial Tax Department's recent notices in Karnataka. Owners of bakeries and condiment outlets suspended the sale of milk, tea and coffee for the day, wearing black badges in protest. The agitation is part of growing backlash from small-scale